Ludus, Vulpes.
Welcome to Ludus Vulpes. My name's Kirsty, and today we're at the UK Games Expo with Marcus from Paperboat Games.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today. So, would you like to give us a little brief history about Paperboat Games?
Yes, well, it's not very brief because it actually goes back to my childhood when myself and one of the co-founders, Richard, met at school. One of the things we bonded over was making board games.
Nice.
They were definitely not very good back then, but over the years we kept at it, and eventually I met Martin at a board games group. He announced that he liked board games, and we thought, well, what are we waiting for? Let's get together, let's develop games and publish them together. And so that led to us producing Snapshot, our first game, which we showed at the last UK Games Expo. We then ran a Kickstarter for it, put it into production in time for Christmas, and then it's here on the stand being sold today.
I'll have you know, Ludus Vulpes actually voted on your Facebook page about which image should be the front cover.
Oh, fantastic.
That was the one that I voted for.
Always a red
So, moving on from Snapshot, what do you have to share with us today, and what are people being able to explore at the Expo today?
Excellent. Well, we have quite an exciting project for us. This is Cloud Foxes. So, after Snapshot, we immediately wanted to go into another game because we're all really keen. So, this is based on an idea that Richard had developed. We absolutely loved the core dynamic, so we've evolved it, we've developed it, and we've got the game that we see before us now. So, this is coming to Kickstarter later this year, so this is still a prototype, but it is 99% finished in terms of gameplay, but of course we've still got tweaks to make to get the final polished product.
Coming to Kickstarter soon, people. Right then, let's go down and look at the board.
Cool. So, I'll give you a quick overview of the game.
Okay.
We are playing as clans of flying sky pirates. So we're all these giant flying foxes. We've got human allies on our backs, and we've had a tough time recently. We've had a bad couple of years. We've been kicked out of our homelands, which are these floating islands. We've had all our stuff stolen from us by these merchants. They're making off with all our resources. So now it's time to get even. Now it's time for payback. So each player is in control of their own clan, and we're all aiming to come back and recapture our homeland. But of course, we're still pirates, so we're still at each other's throats, and we're still competing to see who's going to be top fox. So it's definitely not a cooperative game. Okay. What we need to do is we need to add these foxes to the board in strategic locations to loot these merchants, be next to these trade routes, and also control these islands. So to do that, nice and easy, we roll the dice. And now, we allocate the dice. One goes to a row, one goes to a column, and then the third dice, that shows where you're going to place your fox.
I see.
And which fox are you going to place? Whatever the third dice is, on your player board, it shows you the options you have. So the ones you can pick from this column, the twos from here, and so on. So they get more, there are more of them, and they get more powerful as they go along. In this instance, we get to play a one. So we get to choose which ability we want. So I'm going to play this combat card. So this fox is going to go down into that intersection. It's going to play its ability immediately, which is to attack. So I'm going to attack my opponent here. They will take... Sorry about that.
It's fine.
So they'll take 1 damage. And the other thing on each fox is they all have control. And that control adds to their control of the islands. So, as you can see, blue have got 4 control over here. I've only got 1. So they're going to get 3 points. So you're already winning. You're going to get 3 points at the end of the game. We're only going to get the second place 1 point. So, as you can see, as the game goes on, we'll be wanting to place higher scoring cards down, tiles down, so that now I've got 5. I'm now winning that 3 points. But of course, you'll then want to counteract that and come in with another one, and that's how the game pans out. You're fighting for control of these islands.
I'm very excited.
Now, another way to gain control to gain victory points is with the loot that you're gaining from these merchant ships.
Okay.
If you land on a tile here where there is a merchant ship, you take it, you get the loot, that is now yours, you add it to your collection. That's hidden behind your player board, so no one knows what you're going for. At the end of the game, you can then trade these resources in at the different ports for victory points. So I've got 2 of these cloth, and I'm next to 2 cloth ports, so I'll get 2 points from this one and 2 points from that. So I'm going to get 4 points from this, and as you can see, the highest island is 5, so those 4 points are already a big chunk of points. So about half your points are going to be these resources and ports, and half are going to be from the island. So both are important, but if you're doing badly in one, you can catch up by focusing on the other. So there's always a chance to be in the game.
So there's different ways of scoring the victory points, which is nice.
Absolutely. Now, if you do roll a dice, and you can't place where you want to go, or you choose, so there we go.
Like a 2 and a 3.
Yeah, so
you're already there.
I'm already on the 2 and the 3.
Okay,
So let's say, I mean, you can actually move the dice around and go wherever you wish, but let's say you don't want to go there. You can't go to this spot. You don't want to go anywhere else, so you can skip your turn, and you receive 5 of these cloud tokens.
Okay.
Now these you can use on future turns. 1 token can increase your dice by 1 or reduce it by 1. So you can actually buy the results that you need to go exactly where you want to go. You can also spend 2 tokens to simply move one of your foxes up to 2 spaces, so you can just go to a better location. If you think, oh, I'm going to lose this island, I'll just go somewhere else. And finally, you can spend 3 tokens. Once you're in a really good position, you can just flip your fox to the other side. You've now fortified it. The fox has built a little building, and it now has extra control. So you're really putting down roots. You're really kind of solidifying your control of that area. So this is where a lot of the interesting decisions come from. When do you fortify and flip it over? When do you move it to a new location? And when do you save these so that you can make your dice roll better later on?
Really worthwhile.
Excellent.
That's brilliant. That's
then the
brilliant.
final thing is this combat. So as you saw, I landed here, I dealt 1 damage. On the other side, there's actually an amount of damage. And this goes from 0, -1 to -2. So you never know how much damage has been dealt. The only person who knows is the owner of that fox. Now, at the end of the game, this will reduce, these are all revealed at the end, and this will reduce your control by that amount. So now this has only got 1. So you, unfortunately, you've been damaged. So you'll probably want to be using your healing ability to remove these tokens off.
I see.
But if you can't do that soon enough, and you get enough damage to reduce it to 0, that tile is now moved. And so it's it's removed from the game. So that then allows, that opens up a spot so other players can go in there, or if I attacked and I destroyed you, maybe I have enough tokens to move in myself and nab that spot. So that adds another element to the game, another layer of intrigue. And that, in a nutshell, is the game. That's
brilliant.
almost the entire rules.
That's amazing. So, obviously, we can't, as you said, you can't purchase this, but you can come along and play test it at the UK Games Expo. If people can't get to the UK Games Expo, is there any other way they can find out more about this game?
Absolutely. So, on our website, paperworkgames.com, we have links to the Kickstarter preview page, so you can sign up to hear about the Kickstarter when it launches. We also, on our social media, we'll have the links as well. But we also have a mod for this on Tabletopia. So if you do email us through our website, we can actually set up playtests for this game with one of the developers. So we can actually give you an in-person demonstration of the game. So if you can't make it to Expo, where we're demoing it, then you can still get to play the game.
That's brilliant. Well, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate your time. Don't forget, back it on Kickstarter. And here's the details. Let him do that.